to hear a story. A painful, scary story. The story is called Give Us a Cluedo. Murder at Woodthorpe Manor. Ha 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 ha! Lady Patsy Woodthorpe lay in her four-poster bed, sipping at a large glass of Pimm's. She was bored with the gentry lifestyle and needed some excitement. Her husband, Lord Juicy Woodthorpe, had moved from the marital bed many years before and now lived in the west wing of Woodthorpe Manor. The only entertainment Lady Patsy got was listening to their uphill gardener, stroke ornamental gnome, Gammo, as he pruned her bush. Fucking bollocks, fucking bloody cock bastard, said Gammo, as he pricked himself. She found this strangely attractive and wondered if anyone would miss a peasant from one of the local villages they owned. She hatched a plan and got the butler, or when I say butler, it's Gammo, who was also doubling up, as the Woodthorpes had fallen on hard times and were down to 2 servants who had to do various roles, to pour her another glass of Pimm's. She would host a dinner party and plan the accidental murder of her husband by one of the guests, thus allowing Lady Patsy to claim the insurance money, sell Woodthorpe Manor, and buy a 2-bed villa in Benidorm. She summoned her PA, stroke cook, stroke cleaner, to draw up the guest list. A little blonde Welsh girl entered the room. "Yes, my lady," said Foggy Ducati. Lady Patsy could never understand a word the girl said, but she did a good job and seemed to understand everything Lady Patsy asked of her, even after a bottle of Blue Nun. "I need you to send out invoices to some peasants for my murder, meal night here at Woodthorpe Manor." "Okay, boyo, what's occurring?" said Foggy. Foggy, being a member of a group called the Tarmac Terrorists, saw this as a chance to get them a free meal. After all, Lady Patsy never went anywhere where she might meet locals, so instead of bringing in local villagers, she sent out the invitations to her friends. The list read of a who's who of the Tarmac Terrorists: Brother G, Bulbous, Jacko, Gammo. Well, Lady Patsy wouldn't realise he was the butler, stroke uphill gardener, stroke ornamental gnome, Mike the Bike, Claire Cracker, Kaz CBR, and last but not least, Andy Abbott. Along with Lord and Lady of the house, that made 10 in total. Foggy decided that by doing microwave meals, she could also attend and would pretend to have a bladder infection so she could keep nipping out to heat the food. That was it. The Tarmac Terrorist 9 would all go to the ball. Foggy felt like Cinderella. She would need to get her best leathers on. The following day the invites were posted out. "Fucking bollocks, bloody bastard, twat, cock bastard," said Gammo, as he tried to fit into his rather white Power Ranger looking leathers. He looked down on his helmet and spat on it, and then rubbed it to make it look more impressive. "That's got the fucking fucker," he said, and straddled his bike and pulled out of the garage. Lady Patsy had given strict instructions for when the guests arrived. They were to each be shown to different rooms within Woodthorpe Manor. Lady Patsy had decided that she didn't want to be in the same room as any of the peasants. Jacko roared up the drive with the sound of his big throbbing V-twin. It shook the single glazed wooden windows of Woodthorpe Manor, and Lady Patsy found a strange tingling feeling somewhere she hadn't for a long time. Perhaps this was going to be a better night than she first thought. Jacko went up to the front door, but before he could do so, it was opened by Gammo, the butler stroke uphill gardener stroke ornamental gnome, in his rather white, power-ranging looking leathers. Gammo showed Jacko to the study. Jacko looked around. There was nothing in the room except a bowl of Werther originals. That's strange, he thought. Slowly the other guests arrived. Brother G was shown to the downstairs toilet, where he found some Velcro coin holders. Bulbus, wearing some rather figure-hugging leathers, was shown to the garage, where he found a camcorder. Kaz CBR found herself in the cellar with an M&P's catalogue. Claire Cracker was in the dining room with a spanner. And when I say a spanner, I don't mean Mike DeBike, but an actual proper spanner. Mike DeBike was in the library with a massive porn collection. Andy Abbott was in the conservatory with a loaf of bread, thick sliced. That left Gammo, who stood in the hallway with a candlestick, and Foggy Jacati, who found herself in the kitchen with a microwave. The evening was set. Then, suddenly, the lights went out and a high-pitched scream rang out through Woodthorpe Manor.